The Bedard rookie card is here. The 23-24 Connor Bedard Young Gun releases this Wednesday. Let's break down what you're looking for, what you'll be chasing in those boxes, and then we'll give you our top 10 rookies to chase. Obviously, you know, Bedard's going to be number one, but what else are we looking for? Let's find out. The absolute biggest chase in this product, maybe in any product, this year for hockey is the Outburst Gold 1/1 Bedard Young Gun. That will be the card to pull on release day. However, there's some other variations that you'll be looking for as well. The standard exclusives out of 100, the high gloss out of 10 that will garner a ton of attention with collectors and has been a staple in the Series 1, Series 2 sets throughout many years. And new to the 23-24 Series sets is the Deluxe out of 250. We have the Red Outburst out of 25, the Silver Outburst as well. Another flagship is the Clear Cut, so we'll be looking for all of those with all the Young Guns, but very much so on Bedard. If you hit one of those cards, you will be a very happy camper coming into this product. So, what else are we chasing? There's tons of other inserts in this set with Bedard in all of them. UD portraits, population count, which both have numbered variations, and a few other new insert sets coming into 23-24. So if you don't hit the Bedard Young Gun, there's still a lot to look forward to in this set. Coming in at number one on our list, there's not really much debate about this one. Connor Bedard. Of course, he's number one on our list, having a phenomenal start to his young career. Almost a point per game in his first season, battling a little bit of injury trouble and playing on a very depleted Chicago lineup. Bedard is the real deal. Love him or hate him, he is one of the best prospects we have seen come into the league since Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, and the like. He is phenomenal. His card values have shown that already this year with his OPC coming out earlier in the month. It's been phenomenal to watch him play, and that is, of course, our number one on our list, being compared to McDavid and Crosby, only sets you up for crazy, crazy card values. Let's hop to number two on our list. Coming in at number two on our list is also number two in the draft, right behind Connor Bedard last season, Leo Carlsson. This 19-year-old Swedish hockey player is one of the most prolific young players in the league right now, playing for a very young Anaheim Duck team that is slated to keep building and building into one of the better teams in the league. With all that young talent, it's easy to think that Leo Carlsson can help lead this team into their winning days. Leo Carlsson is about a half a point per game this season in the NHL, so he's already showing that he can play, he can compete, and he's definitely one of the guys we're looking to hit with 23-24 Series 2. Number three on our list is Zach Benson, Buffalo Sabres forward and 13th overall pick in last year's draft. The crazy part about Zach Benson is he is only 5'9", but don't let that fool you. Zach Benson has been able to make an impact right off the bat with the Buffalo Sabres, coming directly from the WHL to the NHL. He's put up a very nice 0.5 points per game, just around there this season with the Sabres. Zach Benson, he's a Canadian. He's looking fantastic for the Sabres. Another young team that's looking to build as the years come. He is only the fourth player in the 2023 draft to even debut in the NHL, and he's already making a very good impact. Don't let his size fool you. We'll be looking to hit big with Zach Benson. Number four on our list for the 23-24 Series 2 is none other than Calgary Flame, Canadian, Saskatoon-born Connor Zary. If you talk to any Calgary Flames fan, they will talk your ear off about how good this guy is. His phenomenal shot has garnered some great attention so far in his NHL career. He is already on pace with some of the other great forwards drafted in the 2020 draft. He was drafted 24th overall, so the Calgary Flames are getting great value out of Connor Zary so far. He's going to be a guy we're looking for. He's one of those guys that might be a little bit of a sleeper coming into this, being 22 years old, a little bit older than some of the other guys like Bedard and Benson that we're chasing. But he's definitely number 4 on our list for a great, great reason. Rounding out our top 5, Pavel Mintyukov, the defenseman at the top of our defense list. The number 5 on our top 10. He is the 10th overall draft pick by Anaheim in 2022 and the second Anaheim Duck on our list. 2 Anaheim Duck players in our top 5 for chases this Wednesday. Now, you might ask, why is he in our top 5? Well, let me tell you. He is a producing offensive defenseman. He is putting up around a half point per game in the NHL this season, and he's shown he can produce at any level. He's produced at the international level in juniors as well, and he rounds out our top 5. Just outside of our top 5 is current NHL player, Boston Bruin, Matt Poitras. He was a player for the World Juniors Canadian team. We didn't get to see a lot of him producing at that level. However, he's been able to do it at the NHL level, producing around a half a point per game, similar to some of the others you've seen on this list. He was the 54th pick in the draft, but Boston is utilizing him well. His two-way play is making him highly effective on a very good Boston Bruins team. As that team rebuilds, some of the bigger players move on, or he gets an opportunity to play with some of those bigger players, we can see his stock rise and rise. We'll be looking for his progress as the years go on. All right, we all know how good Bedard is. We all know how good he is on the power play, but who's going to pass him the puck? None other than number 7 on our list, Kevin Korchinski. He is a young defenseman, 19 years old. Defensemen usually take a few years to get acclimated to the NHL. Kevin Korchinski stepped right in, and guess what? He's going to reap all the benefits of playing with Bedard on the Chicago Blackhawks team that is building around these young players. Korchinski hasn't put up the points that some of the other rookies in this draft class have, but he's produced and will produce as he gains confidence. Young defenseman, he's going to do extremely well. He was the number 7 pick in the 2022 draft, and he's played the 3rd most amount of games out of any player in that draft class, so it's only a matter of time before we see him producing. Make sure when you're swiping those cards and you see that Blackhawks uniform, don't get too upset if you don't see Bedard, because Korchinski is a very good consolation prize. You might be noticing a trend in the last few on our top 10, and that is defensemen. Dmitry Voronkov, your 114th round 4 pick in the 2019 NHL draft by the Columbus Blue Jackets. 23 years old. He's progressed through his career, but now he is here. He is in the NHL, and he has a fantastic 16 goals, 14 assists, and only 54 games this season. Voronkov is probably the opposite of Zach Benson, coming in at 6'5", over 240 pounds. He brings the grit, he brings the muscle, and he's bringing the offensive ability to a Columbus Blue Jackets team that desperately needs young players to step up as they go through their rebuild. We'll be looking for his cards and a few other top-end defensemen that you'll see in the NHL in the coming years, becoming those top-end players that every team wants on their side. Well, we're missing one position on our list, and that is a goaltender. And I gotta say, this guy could be higher up on our list any day of the week. He is phenomenal. One of the top, if not the top goaltender in the AHL this season, posting the best GAA, goals against average, and save percentage out of any goaltender. and I got to show him some love. He spent a season in the KIJHL, which is the league that I played in, and he is young, he is fantastic, and the Washington Capitals have an A-plus goalie on their hands. He's going to progress, he's going to take time, but at 25 years old, he could start stepping into the NHL in the coming years. And I like to say, in all of my videos, hold your goalies. This is definitely a guy, if you hit his cards, don't panic, don't throw them away. Hang on to those, because once he gets to the NHL, I think this is a player that you're going to see climbing up the ranks as top goaltenders in the league. He's already done it in the AHL. It's a matter of time before he makes that step to the NHL level. There were a lot of worthy candidates to round out our top 10 rookies to chase in 23-24 Series 2, but we could only pick one, and that player is Fraser Minten. He captained the World Junior team. We know he's got that leadership, spreading that leadership into his WHL Kamloops Blazers team, and he plays for one of the top popularity teams in cards, and that is the Toronto Maple Leafs. The reason why I chose him for my top 10 and the 10th pick is he might not be producing as well as some other players, but guess what? Toronto, they're cap tight. They have a top-heavy team, and they need these young players to step into those 3- and 4th-line roles and possibly into the top 6 in the coming years to really take advantage of those top-heavy players in Matthews and Nylander, Marner, etc. So Fraser Minten, a big body, and I think he can step into a Toronto Maple Leafs team and add value in the coming years. That is our top 10 rookies to chase in 23-24 Series 2. There's tons and tons of other players that you'll see in the coming years step into that top 10, possibly step into the top 5 as players to collect. We saw that with some other players in other years. Jason Robertson, as an example, was a guy nobody was collecting at the start. 2 years down the road, everybody was getting their hands on his young gun. So make sure you do have absolutely the most amount of fun collecting. I hope this helped you all detail some of the rookies instead of Bedard. We want to hit Bedard, but if not, I hope you guys took some value from this video. And if you did, please consider subscribing, like, and comment on this video. If you think my takes are absolutely ridiculous or they're spot on, let me know in the comments. I will definitely look forward to what you guys think as well. All right, good luck in your rips, and we will see you all on Wednesday. Peace out.